We're live for the girls contest now here on the GSHS Sports Network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. Both these teams, the Steinbrenner Lady Warriors and the Wharton Wildcats, both and 1-5 overall and 1-3 in their district play. This win, all these district games mean a lot, but this one could help out the Lady Warriors as much as the Wharton Wildcats as well. Lady Warriors coming off a game in which they led by double figures against the Freedom Patriots, and the Lady Warriors saw their lead slip away and lost at the last second by 2 to their crosstown rivals in the Freedom Patriots. Lady Warriors win the tip-off, and it's Anaya Allen up over the timeline. Allen with the basketball up top. Gives it right wing side to Christina Roberts, and to Sarah O'Brien down low to Anaya Allen, who lays it up and in for the bucket. Lady Warriors lead 2-0. 30 seconds into play in the opening quarter between these two teams. The basketball up top, it's Mecca Bythewood. Over on the left wing, the basketball, it's Elijah Bythewood, and back up top. Right wing side, dribbling in with it is Carlisa Hunter. Hunter spinning, turning, lost the basketball. Julia Medor, who's up over the timeline, got it knocked away by Mecca Bythewood along that right side, far sideline. Lady Warriors will retain possession with the basketball, up 2-0 in this contest early. Medor has to hurry on the inbound. It's the left wing side, and Allen. Allen dribbles in, going up for the shot. It hits the side of the backboard. Kiki Stegman able to get the basketball back, and then the pass down low to Christina Roberts is stolen by Mecca Bythewood. Bythewood going up and in the lane falls. She's called for the travel, the turnover, and the Lady Warriors to get the basketball here. Bythewood looking for that possible foul called down low. Lady Warriors with the basketball. It's Anaya Allen. Allen works against Kaylee Clark. And up over the timeline, it's Sarah O'Brien, but she got it knocked away. Coming away with it, Carlisa Hunter goes up for the layup. Not able to finish, and Anaya Allen got the board, gives it ahead to Sarah O'Brien. O'Brien up over the timeline. Lost the basketball as it goes on a bounce off of her foot. She continued trying to push against Kaylee Clark. Up court. With a good defense for her, and the Wildcats get the basketball. Elijah Bythewood, the sister of Mecca Bythewood, on the inbound. And it goes to her sister Mecca. Over on the left side. Kaylee Clark couldn't get a handle on that ball as it ends in the arms of the head coach, third-year head coach for the Lady Warriors, and Josh Goldstein. And they say it was knocked away by Lady Warriors, so the Wildcats will retain possession. Off the inbound. It comes into the backcourt for Mecca Bythewood, who's up over the timeline, working against Christina Roberts. Now against Julia Medor. Over the left wing side, Kaylee Clark. Pass down low is stolen. It's Anaya Allen. Allen dribbles up corner. Pass over the left wing side. Just inside is Julia Medor. She goes up for the shot. No good. Kiki Stegman got the rebound. Her shot is no good. Bounces off a couple of players. I believe off the head of one of those Wharton Wildcats as it goes out of bounds, and the Lady Warriors will maintain possession. Julia Medor to inbound on the left side of the basket along the baseline. She has to hurry. Approaching the 5 seconds, and she inbounds it right as the 5 seconds are up. Oh, it's a violation. And the Wildcats of Wharton High School to inbound. Elijah inbounds to her sister Mecca Bythewood. Mecca Bythewood up over the timeline. Her pass is stolen. Coming the other way, Sarah O'Brien up to the basket, lays it up and in. And one. She draws the foul against Elijah Bythewood. She'll go. Bythewood, and she'll go to the line for a chance at the three-point play. O'Brien shoots 75% at the free throw line. Coming into play tonight, and Elijah Bythewood will check out, and checking in is Samara Wilson. This is for the three-point play. Lady Warriors up 4-0 against Wharton. O'Brien at the line, puts up the shot. Off the rim, off the back. Lady Warriors up 5-0. And called for the travel as she just got the basketball. was Mecca Bythewood. The turnover. Lady Warriors will get the basketball still up 5-0 with 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Off the inbound, Medor to Anaya Allen. Her bucket is no good. Off of the hands of Christina Roberts, and coming the other way, it's Kaylee Clark. And she got it knocked away by Anaya Allen, who kept it in bounds. And it was Bythewood, Mecca Bythewood with the basketball, and it was able to get possession of it and then got it knocked away. Lady Warriors will not have possession of this one, as it will be on the inbound by Carlisa Hunter, the sophomore for this Wildcat team. And the inbound goes up top to Mecca Bythewood. Bythewood drives in the lane. The shot off the iron, gets her own rebound. She'll dribble back outside the left wing side and then lost the handle on it. Going down to both knees to save it was Christina Roberts, and she'll give it ahead. Kiki Stegman, then to Anaya Allen, who's up over the timeline. Pass down low, Anaya Allen trying to hit Julie Medor in stride. Medor says, don't worry about it. On the turnover, 5:29 to play here in the first quarter. Lady Warriors up 5-0. Matt Scher here with you at the GSHS Sports Network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. Off the inbound from Carlisa Hunter, it's Mecca Bythewood. Bythewood up over the timeline, pass on the left wing side, and a two-pointer. Banked home just inside of the arc. And for the Wildcats by Kaylee Clark. Now a jumper from the left side, and Stegman answers with a two of her own. 7-2. Lady Warriors lead. And Carlisa Hunter spinning, turning, lost the basketball as she gave it up to Julia Medor. Medor then lost the handle on it. She was up over the timeline, goes on the bounds, and the Wildcats will inbound as they get the possession back. Destiny Hines will check in for Christina Roberts. And checking in for the Wildcats is Candace Green in for Kaylee Clark. Off the inbound, it's Mecca Bythewood. It's up over the timeline. The left wing side, the pass down low and back up top. Bythewood will pull the trigger from the top. It's off of the iron, kicks back out. Tip-tap rebound is then turned into a tussle for it on the ground, and a jump ball is going down to a knee to get it for Wharton. It was Candace Green. So the jump ball is in. Possession arrow favors the Wharton Wildcats, and the inbound comes into the backcourt for Mecca Bythewood. Takes it up over the timeline. At the top, goes pass over to the left wing side for Candace Green. Green pass inside, going up for the shot. Samara Wilson spinning, turning, passes it out to the right side, then going up for the shot is Carlisa Hunter. Her shot is no good. Then on the left side, going up for a shot with Samara Wilson. She can't go. And the rebound still for this Wildcat team. Another bucket that can't fall. Samara Wilson wasn't able to get that bucket to go, and then the rebound finds its way out of bounds. About 5-6 opportunities there for the Wildcats, and they weren't able to cash in, but they'll get another opportunity here on the inbound. Candace Green over on the right side. Gives it to Carlisa Hunter. Hunter over to the left side. Candace Green, who's at the top. She'll do a little bubble pass inside, and then going up for the shot is Anastasia Snyder, not able to go, and the Lady Warriors get the rebound on the right side. O'Brien down low. Julia Medor, who goes up with a shot, and she draws the foul. With 3:43 to play here in the opening quarter, Lady Warriors up 7-2.
Warriors number 5, Samara Wilson. Her first team.
Samara Wilson. First personal and 2 team fouls here in the first quarter for this Wharton Wildcat girls basketball team. Medor at the line. First free throw was in. Easy. Stegman will check out and in checks Cameron Seiler-Nixon. At the line, second free throw was no good, and the rebound for Mecca Bythewood, who's up over the timeline. And a timeout call by head coach Terry Thompson in his first season as head coach for the Wharton Wildcats girls team. Coming in at 1-5 on the campaign. Same thing as head coach Josh Goldstein and this girls team for the Lady Warriors. We're in an 8-2 ball game where Steinbrenner leads Wharton. Want to remind you that both the boys and girls are home tomorrow. Return home after their break on the road. They'll be taking on the Lato Falcons. The boys game tipping off 6:30 p.m. and the girls game at 8 o'clock p.m. here on only on the GSHS Sports Network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. Tomorrow on the campus of Steinbrenner High School. The boys will look to get back on the winning side of things, and the girls, they come out with a win tonight and build upon something coming in to Friday night. Off the inbound, it's Mecca Bythewood who's up over the timeline. Over to the right side for Candace Green. Now in the lane and taking one too many steps with the basketball. She was, momentum carried her in the lane going backwards. Samara Wilson, she gets called for the travel, and the Lady Warriors to inbound. Medore's inbound to Anaya Allen. Back to Medore, and again to Anaya Allen, who's up over the timeline. Allen on the left wing side gives it to Medore up top. Medore working against Carlisa Hunter, excuse me. Driving in and losing the handle on it. No, she's called for the travel right before it was knocked away from Julia Medore. And so Wharton will get the basketball here down by 6, 3-2 with 3:13 to play in the opening quarter. Up over the timeline, it's Candace Green. Over on the right side, Carlisa Hunter with a three. It's off the heel, kicks out. Medore gets the basketball up over the timeline. Medore gives it to Sarah O'Brien. O'Brien at the top. She unloads a three off the backboard and off the heel. Kicks out. Cameron Seiler-Nixon got the rebound. Back to O'Brien up the top. She'll fire another three up the heel. Kicks out to the right side. Nia Allen saves it in bounds, but then goes out of bounds on the attempt as she threw it back in bounds and then bounces on the baseline. So the turnover in the Wharton Wildcats to get the basketball down by 6 with 2:41 to play here in the first quarter. Off of the inbound and dribbling up court, it's Candace Green. She gives it over to Mecca Bythewood. Carlisa Hunter and back up top, Mecca Bythewood. Left wing side and with her foot on the line, knocks down a two. Goes Candace Green. Huge two-pointer now driving in, going up for the two-point bucket from the left block is Cameron Seiler-Nixon, no good. And here comes Wharton, but no, there's a steal. Destiny Hines on the far side wing. Gives it to Medore. Medore driving in, going up for the shot. Got it knocked away. Good defensive play there for Wharton as the Lady Warriors maintain possession with 2:08 to play, up 8-4. Off the inbound, it's stolen. Dribbling up is Mecca Bythewood. She lays it up too hard off the glass. Cameron Seiler-Nixon rips it down, got it knocked away after coming away with the rebound. Then it's loose on the ground. Cameron Seiler-Nixon got it. Then a timeout called by head coach Josh Goldstein, who wanted one about 20 seconds ago. Finally gets one from the official with 1:55 to play. Here in the first quarter, Lady Warriors trail 8-4 here on the GSHS Sports Network. This is your home for Steinbrenner Hoops. .155 to play here in the opening quarter. Lady Warriors leading 8-4 against the Wharton Wildcats. Medore off the inbound. It's to Anaya Allen. She's in trouble. Basketball rolls away, and Medor is able to pick it up cleanly. Medor on the left side. She'll stop on a dime and knocks down a 2 from 8 feet out on the left side of the basket. 10-4. Lady Warriors lead by 6. On the left side, it's Mecca Bythewood. Right wing side, wide open for a three-point attempt. It's off of the heel and kicks out for Angelica Ayala. Mecca Bythewood with the basketball on the left wing side. Bythewood's pass in the lane and back up top. Candace Green now driving in from the right side. She'll put up one off the glass, rolls around the rim, and just an unlucky bounce there. Another shot goes up here for Anastasia Schneider is no good. And Medor coming away with the board. Left side wing for Sarah O'Brien. Now it's Medor at the top. Wide open, knocking down, splash, a three-pointer. Under a minute to go. Here the first quarter. Wildcats up over the timeline. It's Candace Green. On the right side, Mecca Bythewood at the point. Angelica Ayala in down low. Going up for the bucket and knocking it down is Samara Wilson. She gets it to go. Approaching the final 30 seconds of play here in the first quarter. Lady Warriors lead 13-6. Destiny Hines stepping out of bounds as she's pivoting along the near sideline right in front of us. It's a turnover with 29 seconds exactly on the clock until the end of the first quarter. Mecca Bythewood to inbound. Off the inbound, it's Candace Green who takes it up court up over the timeline. Pass over the left wing side and gets knocked away by Elijah Bythewood. Got knocked away from her. And so the Lady Warriors will take over possession. It was last off of the Wildcats. So the inbound from Medor goes to Nia Allen. Now with the head of Medor, and it's a turnover. And the Wildcats with the basketball, and down low, Candace Green, who was spinning, trying to get that basketball away before she went out of bounds, was called for the travel. 17.2 to go until the end of the first quarter. And off the inbound, it's stolen. Candace Green. Final 10 seconds of the first quarter. Mecca Bythewood. Angelica side. Candace Green as it goes out of bounds. A turnover with 4.2 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Lady Warriors will get the basketball on the far side. It's Julia Medor to inbound. Doors inbound, goes to Sarah O'Brien. Now with 1 second left, puts it up, and it's no good. But that brings us to the end of the first quarter. Lady Warriors up 13-6. They look to get back on the winning side of things after a tough loss at Freedom. We'll be right back here on the GSHS Sports Network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. I'm Matt Scher. It's 13-6 at the end of one. Lady Warriors lead. Eight minutes on the clock. We're ready for the start of the second quarter of play. Lady Warriors up 13-6 at the end of one quarter. O'Brien to inbound along the far sideline. And Medor sitting in the backcourt. Run up over the timeline. She'll get the inbound. Pass down low is to Grace Thornberry. Lost the handle and threw it out. Was able to bat it off of a Wharton defender, and so the Lady Warriors will maintain possession. Off the inbound, Grace Thornberry. And her pass is stolen, intended for Christina Roberts. It's Mecca Bythewood. Bythewood working against Medor. Back outside of the right wing side, Candace Green. And there's a tussle on the floor between Sarah O'Brien and both Candace Green for the basketball.
Jump ball, possession.
And so it's a jump ball, and possession is Wharton. The inbound on the far side by Elijah Bythewood goes to her sister, Mecca Bythewood. Over to Candace Green on the right point. Back up top. 7.5 to play here in the second. On the right side, a high arcing three, just too strong on that shot. We've got an offensive foul. This one's going to go against Angelica Ayala.
Her first, team third.
3 team fouls for the Wildcats and none yet for the Lady Warriors. Off the inbound, and the Lady Warriors with the basketball, Sarah O'Brien. And he got knocked away from O'Brien. Good defense there by the Wharton Wildcats. Matt Scher here with you, the GSHS Sports Network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. We also broadcasting tomorrow's home games. Well, 6:30 and 8 o'clock p.m. The boys and girls taking on the Aledo Falcons. Aledo High School. And the shot was no good for Medor. Coming away with it, and there's steal down low after the Lady Warriors got the ball stolen away. They get it back. Grace Thornberry in addition outside, and there was a foul. And that's the second personal foul of the night for Angelica Ayala. Picked up 2 quick fouls. And now a jumper from the right side. It's no good for 3 for O'Brien. Now it's Medor with the basketball, and she gets called for the travel, a turnover. And the Wharton Wildcats will have possession with exactly 7 minutes to go here in the second quarter, down 13-6. Dribbling up is Mecca Bythewood up over the timeline. Is it to Candace Green? Over to the right side for Elijah Bythewood. On the left side, Candace Green, and gives it to Arlisa Hunter. Back on to Bythewood, and at the top, here's a 2-pointer off the right elbow, was no good. He's off the rim, and with a rebound, it's Christina Roberts. Lady Warriors with the basketball, working against Candace Green up over the timeline. Over the left side, a jumper from just to the left of the elbow was no good. Well, there was a foul on the rebound. Cameron Seiler-Nixon hit the deck after the 2-pointer attempt by Christina Roberts.
That was on number 10, Arlisa Hunter.
Arlisa Hunter picks up her first personal. And that's now 5 team fouls for Wharton and none yet for the Lady Warriors of Steinbrenner High School. Off the inbound, going up for the shot was Julia Medor, and there's a foul down low on the block. Official whistles it down right away, and he'll relay the call over the table.
Wharton's number 11. Elijah Bythewood, her second, team 6.
Elijah Bythewood called for the foul, and that sends Julia Medor to the charity stripe. 70% free throw shooter. She knocks down her first one. 70% coming in here on the 2018-19 campaign thus far. North the line, puts it up. This one's off the heel, kicks out. Kiki Stegman got the rebound and puts it up off the iron and off the glass. It's no good, and coming the other way, it's Mecca Bythewood who's up over the timeline. Right wing side in, trying to make too much happen too fast. Rush the pass over to Candace Green along the right side. Turnover, and the Lady Warriors get the basketball with 6:10 to play here in the second quarter. Up over the timeline, Sarah O'Brien, her pass is stolen as she was facing some pressure by Mecca Bythewood. Lady Warriors then get the basketball back on the missed opportunity, and Medor has the basketball. Almost got it knocked away by Mecca Bythewood and then lost the basketball down on the floor. It's Arlisa Hunter. And it's a jump ball in the position of Steinbrenner Lady Warriors. From the door to inbound, right in front of the Wildcat bench. Inbound down off the hands of Kiki Stegman, and it's stolen. And that's Nalisha Whitewood, and now on the other side, here's a three splash. Knocking it down is Julia Medor. And Elijah Whitewood was not able to hold on to get a handle on that basketball. Approaching the 5.5 mark, and here's almost stolen, and it is stolen by the Lady Warriors, and a foul. Sarah O'Brien. And it's a foul against Sarah O'Brien, is creating some contact against Elijah Whitewood. So Sarah O'Brien, the leading scorer for this Lady Warrior team, who averages 16.8 points a game, has picked up her first personal, and that's the first team foul. Comes at the 5.5 minute mark of the second quarter. And a foul against Christina Roberts on the right point against Candace Green.
Number 2, Christina Roberts, her first, team second.
That's 2 quick fouls for the Warriors. On the right side, it's Candace Green. Green's pass is tipped, stolen. Christina Roberts gives it to Kiki Stegman, who's up over the timeline. Stegman over to the right wing side. Medor trying to spin, turn against Candace Green. Got it knocked away, but Christina Roberts is there for the cleanup. Now it's Sarah O'Brien just inside on the right arc, back outside. Now a jumper from the left side of the elbow for Medor is no good on the 2. The rebound goes out of bounds, and it's off of a Lady Warrior, I believe Cameron Seiler-Nixon, so the Wharton Wildcats will get the ball back. Well, Candace Green will check out, and in checks Samara Wilson. Up over the timeline, it's Carlisa Hunter. And Hunter's pass was tipped and knocked away. Sarah O'Brien, and over and back as it goes into the backcourt. And now we have some officials discussing, and they're going to say it was tipped. Well, it is a backcourt violation on the inbound. O'Brien looking. She'll hit Julie Medor straight off of her hands. Cameron Seiler-Nixon there to pick it up. Seiler-Nixon over the left side wing for Medor. Back outside left wing side, Sarah O'Brien off of the near side iron, kicks out. The rebound for Samara Wilson, and there's a foul down low. And the fouls is against Kiki Stegman. And that's 3 team fouls within, I believe, the last 3 minutes. And a timeout taken by head coach Josh Goldstein. And the Lady Warriors up by 11, 17-6. On the GSHS Sports Network and the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. 4.5 to go until half. Home for Steinbrenner Hoops. We'll be back. Four and a half to play until halftime, and the Wharton Wildcats the inbound. It'll be Elijah Bythewood to inbound on the baseline. To the left of the basket along the baseline, it comes to Carlisa Hunter, who dribbles up over the timeline. Over the top, she works against Christina Roberts. Now on the left side, it's Elijah Bythewood, who puts up a 2-point jumper. That one is off the iron, no good. Kiki Stegman gives it ahead to Sarah O'Brien, who's up over the timeline. O'Brien, left wing side, and just inside the arc, a 2-pointer for Medor is no good off the heel. It kicks out, and the rebound for Samara Wilson. Now it's tipped up ahead and stolen. Sarah O'Brien wide open for a 2-pointer. She finishes with the right hand on the layup, and the Lady Warriors now up 19-6, under 4 to play until halftime. Up over the timeline, it's Carlisa Hunter. Hunter in the lane, goes up, and what a beautiful move driving in the lane as she finishes from the right block for a 2-point bucket, and it's back to an 11-point lead for this Lady Warrior team. Off the inbound, it's Sarah O'Brien. O'Brien dribbles up court, weaving her way through this Wharton defense, who's been all over the Lady Warriors tonight, and now we got to travel down on the floor. This one's going to be a call against Wharton. And it's Carlisa Hunter who's slow to get up. Yep, she's okay. Looks to be okay down on the floor. The inbound will be Julia Medora right in front of for the Wildcats. The inbound of Nia Allen with the basketball. So top driving in from the left side. She'll lay it up off the iron. It kicks out, rolls around the rim, but she draws a foul. She'll go to the line and shoot two. So it's Mecca Bythewood with the first personal on the evening. At the line, puts it up, rolls around the rim, and kicks out. And Nia Allen on the season, a 60% free throw shooter, according to our good friends at MaxPreps.com. Second free throw goes up, and she knocks down this one, 50% on that trip to the charity stripe. And here comes Mecca Bythewood. She got it knocked away by Sarah O'Brien, but is able to regain control as she dribbles up over the timeline. On the right side, working against Julia Medora. And it's back up top. From the right wing, dribbling in. Alisa Hunter, and back outside. And Elijah Bythewood, who takes one too many steps as she's trying to pivot. Up top of the point, and it's a turnover on the travel. Lady Warriors get it with 2:57 to go until halftime. The inbound to Nia Allen. Allen gives it to Medora. Medora's pass, it's stolen in the lane. Kaylee Clark. Settling it down is Mecca Bythewood, who's up over the timeline. At the point. 20-8 the score. Time winding down here in the second quarter. 2.5 to play till halftime. Samara Wilson back outside the right wing. Arlisa Hunter too strong off the glass, but is able to get the rebound. Was Elijah Bythewood. She was fighting with Cameron Seiler-Nixon for the board. It's a jump ball, and it's a possession in favor of the Wharton Wildcats. And now checking into the contest is Brianna Washington. And to have a rest on the bench is Carlisa Hunter. Off the inbound up top, it's Samara Wilson. Wilson with the basketball over to the right wing. Elijah Bythewood going up for the layup on the right side. It's no good. And it's Kaylee Clark with the basketball. And it's a jump ball. And this time the possession arrow favors the Steinbrenner Lady Warriors. So the inbound will be from Julia Medora with 2 until halftime. Inbound to Sarah O'Brien, then back to Medora. Medora has to settle it down, lost the basketball as it's stolen. Elijah Bythewood came in with a steal and gave it ahead to Brianna Washington, and we got a whistle. And it's a double dribble against Brianna Washington, so a turnover, and now the Lady Warriors to get the basketball back with 2:02 to play here in the second quarter, with up 20-8.
Back up, keep going.
Medora off the inbound, gives it to O'Brien. O'Brien working against Washington. And there's that great defense again from the Wharton Wildcats. Being able to close up the gap against O'Brien. Good job there by Washington and Bythewood. Now up over the timeline, it's Mecca Bythewood. She'll settle it down, and now she drives in from the top, goes up, and a floater in the lane, gets it to go. And it's now a 10-point ball game, 20-10, lead by 10. Nia Allen gives it to Sarah O'Brien, who's up over the timeline. O'Brien's pass over the left side, and we've got a foul. Brianna Washington picks up her first personal. It's a one-on-one. O'Brien at the line. First free throw goes up and is off the iron, but Nia Allen gets the basketball, throws it off of, trying to get it back in bounds, and it hits the body of Samara Wilson. The Lady Warriors will maintain possession with 1:27 to play until halftime. The inbound, Cameron Sadler-Nixon. Back outside to Julia Medor. Medor thought about it. Now she'll go in the lane. She'll put up a floater off the heel, off the iron, kicks out. Cameron Sadler-Nixon goes up for the shot and draws the contact and the shooting foul.
15. 22.
And the foul's on Kaylee Clark, a junior for this Wildcat team. And Sadler-Nixon puts up her first free throw off the glass and the iron, but no good. Lady Warriors still up by 10. 1:17 to play until halftime. Second free throw is up. This one is good for Sadler-Nixon, and it's back up to an 11-point lead for the Lady Warriors. Dribbling up over the timeline, it's Mecca Bythewood. On the left side, Brianna Washington driving in, and she lost the handle on it. Going down to both knees to hold on to that basketball and try to secure it was Anaya Allen, and she's called for the travel. For Wharton to inbound, and it will be Mecca Bythewood. Inbound, going to go chase it into the backcourt and pick that one up as Candace Green. Her pass is stolen. It's Kiki Stegman who gives it to Julia Medor, and up top to Sarah O'Brien, who fires a three. It's off the heel and off the iron. It kicks out. Cameron Sadler-Nixon tried to save it, and it's off of the arm of Samara Wilson. Lady Warriors will maintain possession under a minute to play now, 52.6 until halftime. And Medor inbound, comes to the right side, but it's stolen. Right in front of Anaya Allen was Mecca Bythewood. Bythewood driving in the lane, lays it up, draws a foul, but can't get the bucket to go. She'll shoot two at the line. And the Fammerns fouls on Cameron Sadler-Nixon. It's her first personal. A freshman on this Steinbrenner squad. Bythewood at the line. Knocks down her first one. Mecca Bythewood does, and Kiki Stegman and Cameron Sadler-Nixon will both check out for Grace Thornberry and Jasmine Daniels. 21-11, 10-point game. Lady Warriors on top with 45.8 to go until halftime. Free throw was up off the heel, kicks out to the left side, but the rebound for Samara Wilson. Now a three-point attempt from the left side. It's no good for Mecca Bythewood, and coming the other way is the Lady Warriors. Julia Medor as we approach the final half minute of play in the first half. Left wing side, O'Brien will let a three go. It's off the iron and into the hands for the rebound for Julia Medor. She got it knocked away. Now Mecca Bythewood up over the timeline. Lays it up off the glass, too strong, but draws the contact and thus the foul. Foul's going to be against Julia Medor. That's her first personal of the evening. 19.6 to go till halftime, and the first free throw goes up, and this one is knocked down. 21-12. Dribbles three times, bends to the knees, puts it up, knocks it down, nothing but net. 21-13. 19.6 to go until halftime. Lady Warriors on, almost stolen. And the Lady Warriors having some trouble against this Wharton defense. And the jump ball favors Wharton on the possession. And the Wildcats with the basketball. Off the inbound up top, it's Candace Green. Green over to the right point. Back up top, and this her pass is tipped, stolen. Sarah O'Brien has to beat Nelijah Bythewood and She is not able to get the basket to go, but she will draw the foul. She'll go to the line here for 2 with 8.1 to go until halftime.
Team 10. Sarah O'Brien is at the line, shooting 2.
So O'Brien at the line. First free throw goes up, and it's in the net. Easy for O'Brien as she knocks down her first one, 22-13. O'Brien at the line and knocks it down. Same result, nothing but net. And the inbound. It's out of bounds against the inbound will be for Wharton, and the inbound comes away to Candace Green. Now dribbling up with the basketball is Mecca Bythewood. Gives it to her sister Elijah Bythewood, who goes up at the buzzer for a shot, and it's no good. Not enough strength on that one, and that brings us to the end of the first half, 23-13. And the Lady Warriors lead by 10 as we approach halftime. So we'll just go over a brief halftime report, and we'll have you back for the third quarter in approximately 10 minutes. This is your home for GSHS Sports and the GSHS Sports Network. I'm Matt Scher. We'll see you back for the start of the third quarter. And about 6 minutes left until the halftime period is over. The score right now, if you're just joining us, 23-13. The Lady Warriors lead the Wharton Wildcats here in the second game of our doubleheader of action on the coverage here on the GSHS Sports Network. Also want to let you guys know that tomorrow night it's back at home for the Lady Warriors and the Steinbrenner Warriors. Boys game will be tipping off at 6:30 p.m. right here on GSHS Sports Network. The boys will be taking on the Lato Falcons, and the Lady Warriors will be taking on the Lato Falcons as well. That game will be tipping off at 8 o'clock p.m. Make sure to find the broadcast for both of those games on our GSHS Sports YouTube channel. We'll have both those links sent out to you on the GSHS Sports social media pages as well. And the score here, 23-13. The Lady Warriors leading the Wharton Wildcats. And so we'll see you here in 5 minutes for the start of the third quarter of action. So Lady Warriors looking for their second win of the season, both overall and in district play. Here on the GSHS Sports Network, on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel, this is your home for Steinbrenner Hoops. We'll catch you back for the start of the third quarter. Just get ready to start the third quarter of play.
Make it hard, pass.
Far sideline by and Candace Green with the coverage on that far side. To Julia Medor, who's on the right wing side, gives it to O'Brien. She'll pull a three from the right side. It's off the iron, and it's an easy, uncontested rebound for Samara Wilson right into her hands. Gives it ahead to Mecca. Pass down low, and what a block by Kiki Stegman, who going up for the shot was Carlisa Hunter. Now we got a whistle along the far sideline. Went out of bounds. Lady Warriors to inbound. Julia Medor on the near sideline, right in front of the Wharton Wildcat bench. And it's Sarah O'Brien off the rebound, and here it is again, that Wharton defense. They'll double team you when you're alone with the basketball. And it forces the jump ball and the turnover. Off the inbound, up top with the basketball, it's Candace Green. Green working against Christina Roberts to Hunter, and then on the right side, it's Mecca Bythewood. Goes up for the shot, it's off the iron. Now Mecca Bythewood was on the receiving end of a pass that goes out of bounds along that left wing side by Candace Green. It's a turnover in the Steinbrenner Lady basketball. Off the inbound, it's Anaya Allen. It's up over the head, but Kiki Stegman is able to pick it up there over the head of Julie Medor, that was. And a pass down low, wide open to finish with the left hand is Christina Roberts. Makes the score 25-13 with 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Mecca Bythewood up top. Losing the handle on it was Candace Green, then gave it to Hunter, and Hunter taking one too many steps as soon as she got the basketball, took a step before dribbling. She's called for the travel, and it'll be a turnover in the Lady Warriors to get the ball back with 7 exactly on the clock. Up 25-13 here in the third quarter. Pass up over the timeline. Julia Medor gives it to Anaya Allen. Allen up top, spinning, turning, running against Mecca Bythewood. Over to the right side, chest point jumper is good for Kiki Stegman. 27-13. 6.5 to play in the third quarter. On the left side, it's Mecca Bythewood. She puts up a 2-point jumper just inside the arc. It's off of the iron, rattles around, and again, another jump ball down low. It's Julia Medor and Samara Wilson going for the possession, and the Lady Warriors with the possession arrow. The inbound from Medor goes to Anaya Allen, back to Medor, and then to Sarah O'Brien, who's up over the timeline. O'Brien on the right side with the basketball, gives it to Medor. Medor, now a jumper from the left elbow for Roberts. It's no good. The down rebound for Anastasia Schneider, and gives it to Mecca Bythewood, who's up over the timeline. On the left side, it's Candace Green, who knocks down a 2 just inside the left arc. Inside the arc, and with 5:59 and 5:58 now on the clock to play. Until left here in the third quarter, it's 27-15 and a timeout, a full timeout taken by head coach Josh Goldstein. So we'll pause for 30. Lady Warriors lead 27-15 at the 5:58 mark at the timeout called by head coach Josh Goldstein. Here on the GSHS Sports Network, this is your home for Steinbrenner Hoops. .5:58 to play here in the third quarter. The inbound from Sarah O'Brien to Anaya Allen, back to O'Brien. Pass up court, up over the timeline. Julie Medor, then pass down low, and it's initially having some trouble with it and then able to hold on to it was Christina Roberts. Now the Lady Warriors cycling the ball, going up for the shot and getting it knocked away. Anastasia Snyder knocked it away from Kiki Stegman. And here comes Mecca Bythewood, who's up over the timeline. Right wing side, it's Carlisa Hunter. Now a 2-point jumper, that's off the glass, but too strong. Kiki Stegman got the board and gives it to Julia Medor, who's up over the timeline with a pass up to Anaya Allen on the right wing side. Back to Medor up top. Christina Roberts, left wing side. Sarah O'Brien puts up a jumper from the left side off the iron, kicks out. Anastasia Snyder with a second consecutive defensive stat after the board and the block. Left wing side, wide open for a three, and it's good from Carlisa Hunter. Candace Green on the left side wing. Under 5 to play. Here in the third quarter. Pass up over the timeline. It's Medor who got it. Medor pass down low. Anaya Allen lays it up, finishes with the left hand on the layup from the left block. Lady Warriors back up by 11, 29-18 with 4:40 to play until the end of the third quarter. On the left side, it's Candace Green. Back up top to Mecca Bythewood. On the right side, it's Hunter with a 2-point jumper. That's off the heel and kicks out. And the rebound for Anaya Allen, who gives it ahead to Julia Medor, who's up over the timeline. Gives it to Christina Roberts, left wing side, to Sarah O'Brien. O'Brien pass inside to Roberts, back outside the left wing for Anaya Allen. Allen looking for an open. The Lady Warrior gives it up top to Julia Medor. Back to the right wing side through the legs, but able to regain possession of it was Sarah O'Brien. O'Brien on the right side, lost the handle on it. It stays with the Lady Warriors as it was knocked out of bounds by Candace Green.
Back up. They're trying to throw it down low.
3:59 to play here in the third quarter. Lady Warriors trailing 29-18. And the foul was against Candace Green. It was her first personal. Coming the other way, here come the Wharton Wildcats with the basketball. Candace Green has to chase it as it goes out of bounds. Turnover, Lady Warriors to get the basketball. Up by 11, 29-18 with 3:48 to play here in the third quarter on the campus of Wharton High School. Cameron Seiler-Nixon will check in for Kiki Stegman, who had a rest on the bench. And O'Brien to inbound. Gets it away to Julia Medor. Medor up over the timeline. The pass to Christina Roberts. Tries to stop on a dime. Spinning, turning. Gives it to Anaya Allen at the top. Right wing side. It's Sarah O'Brien for three off the heel. It takes a big bounce. And a foul on the rebound. We'll see who the official calls it on.
Steinbrenner's number 22, Anaya Allen, team first.
Anaya Allen's first personal of the evening. Both teams now with one team foul here in the second half. 3:37 to mark the third quarter. 11-point lead, 29-18. Lady Warriors lead the Wharton Wildcats. Off the inbound, it's Samara Wilson. Gives it ahead to Hunter and back to Bythewood. Bythewood's pass is tipped out of bounds by Sarah O'Brien on the way to Candace Green. Good defensive play just to make the Wharton Wildcats reset. Off the inbound from Green to Bythewood. Mecca Bythewood at the top. Working against Sarah O'Brien. The pass over the left side to Candace Green. Green dribbling and going up for the shot and is fouled from behind by Cameron Seiler-Nixon, the freshman.
Foul is on Steinbrenner's number 15, Cameron Seiler-Nixon.
That's the second personal of the night for Seiler-Nixon and sends Candace Green to the line. First free throw is up and into the bucket. 10-point game, 29-19. Lady Warriors lead. Dribbles three times, bends to the knees, puts it up, nothing but net. It's now a 9-point game, 29-20. Lady Warriors lead. Matt Scher here with you. It's network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. Broadcaster select Steinbrenner High School athletic events live. Pass down low. Cameron Seiler-Nixon goes up for the shot. No good. The rebound uncontested for Samara Wilson. And up over the timeline, it's Mecca Bythewood. Candace Green Up at the top, now the right side for Hunter. Hunter's pass down low. It's tipped and stolen. Here comes Sarah O'Brien. Just got to beat Mecca Bythewood. She goes up for the shot. Creates the contact against Bythewood. And she will go to the line. Both teams now with 2 team fouls, and that's the second personal for Mecca Bythewood at the contest this evening, and that sends Sarah O'Brien to the line. First free throw is up, and it's good. Angelica Ayala checking in, and checking out is Anastasia Schneider. Free throw is up off the iron, kicks out to the right side of the rebound for Carlisa Hunter. And it's stolen on the pass, going up Sarah O'Brien, gets the bucket, and one, draws the foul and gets the bucket to go. O'Brien will have a chance at the three-point play. The Lady Warriors up 32-20. The foul is a Carlisa Hunter. It's her second personal, and the third team foul of the second half for the Wharton Wildcats. So it sends O'Brien to the line. And it's nothing but net. The three-point play is thus converted. Now we've got a timeout on the floor with substitutions coming in. Lisa Hunter checks out, and in checks Elijah Bythewood. And her sister Mecca will do the inbound. And the inbound comes up top, and it's stolen. Anaya Allen with the basketball. Right wing side, Sarah O'Brien gives it to Christina Roberts. Back to O'Brien. Here's a three-point attempt. Rattles around the iron. And the putback attempt after the rebound by Anaya Allen. She draws the foul. 2:35 to play in the third quarter. Angelica Ayala, that's her third personal of the evening. 14 fouls for Wharton, and Anaya Allen at the line shooting 2. First free throw is no good. 60% free throw shooter on the season entering tonight's game. And this one is a nothing but net. 14-point contest. Lady Warriors have the advantage. 2:35 to play, and a timeout now called by head coach Terry Thompson before the inbound. So it'll be a full timeout. Lady Warriors up by 14, 34-20 for the full timeout for Terry Thompson. Here on the GSHS Sports Network. This is the GSHS Sports YouTube channel, broadcasting Steinbrenner Hoops Live. We'll be back in 30. Coming out of the timeout, the inbound upcoming for the Wharton Wildcats. And the inbound up ahead, up over the timeline, Samara Wilson tried to get the shot off. It was no good. The rebound for Anaya Allen gives it to Julia Menors up over the timeline. Menor with speed dishes it left wing side just inside the arc for 2. And that toilet bowls into the O'Brien as it's 36-20. O'Brien, the leading scorer for the Lady Warriors this season, cashing in with a 2-pointer on that side. Up top, it's Mecca Bythewood. Bythewood settles it down at the top. Dribbles in on the left side of the block, left side of the lane, going up. The shot doesn't get it to go. And now a fight between Cameron Seiler-Nixon and both Samara Wilson for the basketball, and it comes away. The basketball rolls loose, and the Lady Warriors get possession. Medor with the basketball, gives it to Roberts, and back to Medor. Medor on the right side, got it knocked away, and it is stolen by the Wildcats. With the steal was Elijah Bythewood. Now on the right side wing, thought about three, but back outside it's Angelica Ayala. Gives it up top to Mecca Bythewood. Bythewood will settle it down the final 90 seconds of the third quarter. At the point, over to the left side, driving in to the bucket off of the glass. The high glass was too high. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will remain a Wharton basketball.
See the ball! See the ball!
Christina Roberts checks out for the Lady Warriors. Lady Warriors up by 16, 36-20. The inbound for Mecca Bythewood comes up top, and Julia Medor is able to steal the inbound. Trying to drive in, got it knocked away, and it's out of bounds off of the Wharton Wildcats. I believe that was off of Elijah Bythewood, and so the Lady Warriors will get the inbound to the left side of the basket. The inbound, left wing side, Medor thought about three, she'll drive in, going up. What a block down low by Samara Wilson, but the Lady Warriors are able to regain possession. Left wing side, Medor gives it to Sarah O'Brien. O'Brien dribbles back up towards side. A three attempt from Medor is off the iron, no good. Seiler-Nixon gets the rebound, and now a jumper from the right side for O'Brien. On the three-point attempt is no good. And the rebound for Samara Wilson. And given to up over the timeline. On the right side to her sister, Elijah Bythewood. And her shot falls short and out of bounds. It's a turnover, and the Lady Warriors will end up getting the basketball out of that possession. Ian Bryan goes to Medor and back to Sarah O'Brien. Bryan with the basketball, her pass up ahead, up over the timeline to Medor, then to Cameron Seiler-Nixon, down low to Nia Allen, who gets interfered with as she goes up for the bucket. And the foul's against Angelica Ayala. That's her fourth personal.
32, Angelica Ayala, her fourth, team fifth.
And 33 seconds to go.
Nia Allen is at the line for Steinbrenner.
And Allen's first free throw does not fall. Players checking on and off as Ayala checks off, and so does Elijah Bythewood. Second free throw attempt here for Nia Allen. That one falls in. Up ahead, up over the timeline, the pass off the inbound, and was stolen. Destiny Hines with the basketball. Approaching the final 20 seconds, stolen back. The Wildcats with the basketball. Under 20 seconds, now 15 seconds on the clock. Warren will try to milk this down to the last possession. Bythewood goes up for the shot. It's no good. Sarah O'Brien with the basketball, lost the handle on it. Destiny Hines lost it. Now Bythewood going for the layup. It's no good. Destiny Hines with the basketball. And Nia Allen trying to dribble up court before time expires. She can't get a shot up before the clock runs out. That brings us to the end of the third quarter. The Lady Warriors up 37-20 here on the GSHS Sports Network. On the GSHS Sports YouTube channel, the fourth quarter coming up. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Lady Warriors lead 37-20 here on the campus of Wharton High School. We'll be right back. We start the fourth quarter of play with the Lady Warriors up 37-20. Off the inbound, it's Candace Green. Green at the top of the key over the left side. Gives it to Casey Clark, who goes up for the shot. It's too strong off the glass. Chase down rebound for Hunter. Hunter gets it back to Samara Wilson and back up top to Candace Green. And her pass just trying to do a little too much there. Needed to slow it down as she has the pass go over the head of Casey Clark along the right sideline. It'll be a Lady Warriors basketball on the turnover. Well, the inbound and dribbling up ahead is Julia Medor up over the tomahawk. Medor working against Hunter. On the right side, gives it to Destiny Hines. Hines working against Samara Wilson. And Hines going up in the motion of shooting, got it knocked away. And Lady Warriors will maintain possession of the basketball with 7:22 to play in regulation. Well, the inbound, Julia Medor got knocked away. Casey Clark down on the ground to get that basketball and gets the pass off to Candace Green, excuse me. And then the pass down low to Samara Wilson. She finishes with the right hand. And it's 37-22. Lady Warriors lead by 15. Up top, it's Sarah O'Brien. O'Brien drives in from the right side. She goes up for the shot and gets fouled on the way up. She will shoot two. Candace Green's second personal. That's a sixth team foul for the Wharton Wildcats. It sends Sarah O'Brien up to the line to shoot two. First free throw rolls around the rim and kicks out to the left side. One more opportunity with the Lady Warriors up by 15. The free throw is up, and this one's off the heel and kicks out. And the rebound for Anaya Allen. Lady Warriors get a second chance here. Destiny Hines with the basketball working against Casey Clark over to Sarah O'Brien. O'Brien working against Casey Clark. And a foul by the official, called by the official. I believe this one's going to be against Casey Clark, and it is. Or Kaylee Clark, excuse me. So Kaylee Clark picks up her second personal. That's a 17 foul. So now it's a one-on-one opportunity for Sarah O'Brien at the line, and Kiki Stegman and Jasmine Daniels will both check into the ball game. Cameron Seiler-Nixon and Destiny Hines will come out. And with another chance at some free throws. Benson Denise puts the shot up, knocks it down. 38-22, now 16-point lead. Well, on the first free throw, a free throw on the one-on-one, and O'Brien up to the line. Puts the shot up, and Bonnet gets the basket out of it, 39-20. Lady Warriors up by 17. Free throws crucial coming down the stretch. Both of these teams. On the left side wing, it's Candace Green. Wilson with the basketball spinning, turning, puts up the jumper, gets a two-point jumper from 2 feet out. Right in front of the bucket and getting the basket to go. It's now 39-24. And a timeout by head coach Terry Thompson. His first season leading the Wharton Wildcats. The timeout is a full timeout, so we'll step away for 30. 39-24. Lady Warriors lead with 6:21 to play in regulation. This is your home for Steinbrenner Hoops on the GSHS Sports Network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. Coming out of the full timeout by Terry Thompson. Off the inbound, it's stolen away from the Lady Warriors. And Carlisa Hunter going up for the shot, hits the underside of the rim. Fighting for the basketball down low. The Wharton Wildcats still with the basketball. Carlisa Hunter goes up for the shot again. Can't get the bucket to go. And the Lady Warriors come away with a rebound in Anaya Allen. Allen works against Micah Bythewood. Up over the timeline. Gives it to Sarah Bryant on the left wing side. Working against Carlisa Hunter. He drives in on the pass to the right side of the lane. Here over the timeline. Gives it to Candace Green, who lays it up. Too strong off the glass, but the putback opportunity is too strong as well from Kaylee Clark. And here come the Steinbrenner Lady Warriors once again. On the left side wing. The give to Sarah O'Brien. She got it knocked away. Both Carlisa Hunter and Sarah O'Brien hit the deck. Now a jumper from the right side of the arc. About 8 feet down. Missed shot there for screen. And here comes the Lady Warriors. Over on the right side wing, it's Julia Medor. Gives it to Anaya Allen. Allen with the basketball. Dribbles back up towards the top of the key. Working against Micah Bythewood. Gives it to Sarah O'Brien, and head coach Josh Goldstein calling a timeout. Not happy with what he was seeing down on the floor. And we'll see if this is a Fuller 30. I believe this will be a full timeout, so we'll pause for 30 here on the GSHS Sports Network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. This is your home for Steinbrenner Hoops. .505 to play in regulation. Inbound on the far sideline from Anaya Allen. 39-24 Lady Warriors lead. The Wildcats of Wharton High School. I believe we're ready to go here to start 5 minutes, 5 seconds. The officials waiting. I believe we have a discrepancy with the scorebook, just making sure that everything's on the inbound. Some discussions with some assistant coaches on the sideline for the Lady Warriors as they try to get things squared away at the scores table. Still some discussions down near the scores table. Head coach Josh Goldstein in his 3rd season. And I believe we're about ready to go here with 5:05 to play. Anaya Allen. Cross-court pass to Julia Medor. Medor on the right wing side with the basketball. Working against Samara Wilson. Back up top for Medor. Medor, left wing side to Anaya Allen. Allen back up top. Pass back over to Julia Medor. Pass down low. Jasmine Daniels puts up a shot. It's off the glass, but too strong. Kiki Stegman with the putback is no good. And the rebound finds Carlisa Hunter. And it's Kaylee Clark who's trying to get her pass up over the timeline. Good defense there by the Lady Warriors. Forces Clark to travel, and it's a turnover. Lady Warriors get 36 to play in regulation. The inbound from Julia Medor. Back up top from Sarah O'Brien, it's Anaya Allen. Allen working against Bythewood. On the left wing side, Medor back up top, Anaya Allen. Allen spins. Trying to find an opening. Medor on the right side. And it gets knocked break. Here comes Mecca Bythewood. She finishes, can't finish with the right hand as it's off of the rim and out. But here comes the steal off of the rebound, and Candace Green puts up the shot and able to deflect the rebound towards Hunter, and she good. He gets knocked. The Lady Warriors to get the basketball with 3:57 to play in regulation, up 39-24. Matt Scher here with you. The GSHS Sports Network will be broadcasted tomorrow as both the boys and girls basketball teams of Steinbrenner High School will be playing the Lato Falcons tomorrow at home. A 3-game road trip. The basketball Medor is passed up over the timeline, and Allen. Allen gives it to Roberts. A jumper from the left side is short of the bucket. Cameron Seiler-Nixon goes for the rebound, throws it back in, and it's into the hands of a Wildcat, Mecca Bythewood, as she lost the handle on it. As she goes out of bounds with the basketball, Lady Warriors will get it on the turnover with 3:36 to play in regulation. Those games against Lato, the boys' game will be tipping off 6:30 p.m. tomorrow here on the GSHS Sports Network, and home again for Steinbrenner. And then the girls' game after that, Lady Warriors against the Lato Falcons. Is this one stolen away from Medor? And Medor trying to take it back from Candace Green, and she does, right out of her hands, and then gives it ahead to Anaya Allen, who's up over the timeline. Allen on the right wing side has to dribble back out to try to evade some of this pressure from this Wharton team as it's knocked out of bounds. Good defensive play there by Kaylee Clark. There's a pass intended for Cameron Seiler-Nixon down low. Candace Green will check out. And Destiny Hines checks in for Julia Medor. Checking in for Candace Green is Anastasia Snyder. The inbound comes from Sarah O'Brien, and chasing it down before she goes out of bounds is Anaya Allen. It's a turnover as Snyder gets in, gives it to Mecca Bythewood, left hand. Lady Warriors lead 39-26, 13-point lead. Up over the timeline, Sarah O'Brien bumping into Samara Wilson, who picks up a foul. It's a second personal for Wilson, and the 18th foul. And so it'll be a one-on-one here for O'Brien at the line. O'Brien at the line. Puts up the first shot, and it toilet bowls into the bucket. Back up to a 14-point lead for the Lady Warriors, under 3 minutes, 9 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. O'Brien's second free throw attempt. Off the rim, rolls out to the left side. The rebound for Samara Wilson. Gives it ahead to Bythewood. Goes up for the good off the iron. And then the steal coming back the other way. The Wildcats have it once more. Wilson thought about a shot from the free throw line and banking it home from about 8 feet out on the left side is Kaylee Clark. And it's 40-28, a 12-point lead for the Lady Warriors as Sarah O'Brien works her way up over the timeline, lost the handle on it, and it comes away. It's loose and stolen and picked up by Samara Wilson, who's up over the timeline. Right wing side, Mecca Bythewood for three. She makes a huge three-pointer. And we are now within 9:31 Lady Warriors lead, and a foul call against Wharton in the backcourt.
Wharton's number 1, Mecca Bythewood, her third, team 9. Sarah O'Brien at the line for the Warriors.
The fouls against Bythewood. O'Brien at the line. It's off of the iron, kicks out. And the rebound somehow finds into the hands of Julia Medor. Medor with the basketball on the left wing side. Dribbles back up towards the top. And contact is called against Carlisa Hunter. It's her third personal.
Team 10. Steinbrenner's in the double bonus now.
From Medor, with the Lady Warriors in the double bonus, we'll shoot 2. First free throw off of the front side of the iron, no good. And Medor at the line. Puts it up and knocks it down. 41-31, back to a 10-point lead. Final 2 minutes of play. Here between these two girls basketball district foes. And basketball goes out of bounds after Mecca Whitewood wasn't able to handle on it. And so the Lady Warriors will come away with the possession with exactly 2 minutes to go now on the clock. The inbound from Cameron Sauer Nixon is stolen by Kaylee Clark. Clark gives it to Mecca Bythewood and back outside. Carlisa Hunter from the left side for 3. Got her own rebound. She'll go up for the bucket. It's off of the heel. Kicks out. Medor got the rebound. And she'll work against Kaylee Clark. Now it's Sarah O'Brien. O'Brien up over the timeline with her pass, and it goes out of bounds. And it's a turnover. Sarah O'Brien thought there may have been a tip. She played to the ref, but nonetheless, it's a turnover in the Wharton Wildcats down by 10. Approaching the final 90 seconds of play. They have themselves a shot here. On the right side, it's Hunter. Back up top. Bythewood. Bythewood in the lane with a finger roll. It's no good. Gets her own rebound. Tries to put it up again. No good. A fight for the rebound. Jasmine Daniels forces it back in. Samara Wilson had the basketball, and then it was knocked away. Julia Medor tried to grab the basketball on the steal and lost it out of bounds. So the Wharton Wildcats will maintain possession, and the inbound will be Carlisa Hunter with 1:15 to play in regulation. Down by 10. Bythewood at the point, covered by Sarah O'Brien. Approaching the final minute of play. On the left side, it's Schneider, and back to Bythewood. Now on the right side, Hunter puts up a 2-pointer. She draws a foul with 59.8 seconds to go. And she will shoot free throws. Fouls against Cameron Seiler Nixon. That's her third personal of the evening. It sends Hunter to the line. Key free throws here. Now, one thing that a lot of basketball games come down to making free throws at the end as Hunter makes her first one. 41-32. Now a 9-point contest. Anaya Allen checking in for the Lady Warriors. Schneider checks out for the Wildcats. Second free throw is up, and 2 of 2 on that attempt. 41-33. It's an 8-point lead for the Lady Warriors. That's ahead of Nia Allen. Allen dribbling in, got it knocked away from behind. And Lady Warriors will maintain possession with 54.3 to go in this contest. Now we got a whistle. And the foul is against Carlisa Hunter before the inbound. And that's 4 fouls. 4 personals. And sends O'Brien to the line here in the double bonus. O'Brien puts it up. The rim off the backboard and in. 42-33, back up to a 9-point lead for this Lady Warrior team with 1 free throw to go. Ends in the knees, puts it up, and it's in. Up over the timeline, it's like a Bythewood. And we got some contact and a foul.
Julia Medore, her second, team 4.
And Julia Medore picks up her second personal foul. For the Lady Warriors, under 50 seconds to play. Mecca Bythewood. The basketball up top, working against Medore. Right wing, Arlisa Hunter, and she is called for the double dribble as she stopped. And the official calls it right away with 38.7 to go, 43-33, a 10-point lead for the Lady Warriors. And O'Brien to inbound on the right side of the basket along the baseline. Has to hurry. Inbound goes over the head. It's a turnover. Off the inbound, it goes out of bounds. O'Brien just had to get rid of it. That's the inbound with 38.4. Micah Bythewood over the top, gets it to Carlisa Hunter. Hunter gives it to Bythewood over the left side for Kaylee Clark. And it's stolen. Here comes Julia Medore. Up, draws a foul, but can't get the bucket to go, and it freezes the clock with 20 seconds to go. That's the fourth personal for Mecca Bythewood, and a timeout for head coach Josh Goldstein at the 26.8 second mark. 43-33, Lady Warriors lead by 10. We'll be back here on the GSHS Sports Network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. This is your home for Steinbrenner Hoops. Lady Warriors to shoot some free throws after they foul by Mecca Bythewood with 26.8 seconds to go. Lady Warriors up by 10. And Julia Medore at the line. Right over left stagger to the line, dribbles twice, bends in the knees, puts the shot up, rolls around the rim, and kicks out. Medore back up to the line. Right over left, 3 dribbles, bends at the knees, puts the shot up, knocks it down with a nothing but net. And the basket is no good after the lane violation. I believe it was Anaya Allen who stepped in the lane early. So it remains a 10-point game with 26.8 to go. And you got to hurry here off the inbound. Bythewood, and Bythewood got it back. Dribbles up against Julia Medore. The pass ahead to Arlisa Hunter. Now it's to Kaylee Clark. But to the right side, jumper from the right block is good for Samara Wilson. And now a timeout called by head coach Terry Thompson. 43-35, and now it's down to an 8-point game. A full timeout, so we'll step away for 30. Lady Warriors lead by 8, 43-35. Here on the GSHS Sports Network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel. This is your home for Steinbrenner Hoops. Like here on the GSHS Sports Network on the GSHS Sports YouTube channel, broadcast select Steinbrenner athletic events. Here we got the girls basketball game. Lady Warriors on the inbound. Under 10, and is fouled. Fouled by Carlisa Hunter. And that's her fifth. So she has fouled out of this contest with 8.2 to go. And checking in her place is Anastasia Schneider. And so it sends Sarah O'Brien at the line, shooting 2 with 8.2 to go. Up 8. Bryan at the line, right of a left staggered in the line. Goes down to a knee with the dribble. And puts up the shot and knocks it down. 9-point game. 8.2 seconds to go. And knocking it down with a nothing but net makes it 45-35, 10-point game with 8.2. Mecca Bythewood driving in, puts up the layup off of the glass. It's no good. Samara Wilson's putback is good as time expires. And the Lady Warriors win this one 45-37, an 8-point victory over the Wharton Wildcats. Lady Warriors will move to 2-5 and 2-3 in the district, and the Wharton Lady Wildcats move to 1-6 and 1-4 in the district overall. Of course, we want you to remind you that to tune in tomorrow against Lato, 6:30 and 8 o'clock p.m. The boys and girls basketball teams will be dishing it off at Steinbrenner High School, so make sure to tune into that one as well if you can't make it out. Final score here is 45-37. Lady Warriors get back on the winning side of things after a tough loss against Freedom last week. So thank you for tuning in. I'm Matt Scher, and as always, God bless.